I heard him talking about a welfare queen, seen Ronald Reagan squatting on a TV screen, smiling just like a president, then flying on home on a private jet. He says raising your child, it ain't no job. No, it's easy, all you gotta do is just try hard. You go to work and they go to school. If there's tired, then there must be something wrong with you.
Yep.
We all just want to play, take our turn, make it all a little brighter. We all just want to play, don't want nothing that the world won't give. We all just want to play. Safe to say that I was born this way. We all just want to play. Put me in, coach, I'm ready to play. I seen you sleeping in the pouring rain, serving your life sentence the American way, looking so hungry and so tired, while they're throwing out food from the grocery aisle. We all just want to play, take our turn, make it all a little brighter. We all just want to play, don't want nothing that the world won't give. We all just want to play. Safe to say that I was born this way. We all just want to play. Put me in, coach, I'm ready to play. Saying that you come in waves, like the oceanic current or a biblical play, crashing so softly against a wall, and you keep on standing cause there's no place to fall. Sing it with me now. We all just want to play, take our turn, make it all a little brighter. We all just want to play, don't want nothing that the world won't give. We all just want to play. Safe to say that I was born this way. We all just want to play. Put me in, coach, I'm ready to play.
Folks, welcome to the Jake Feinberg Show. Such an honor to be joined by a dear soul brother, guy that I know that we've connected from different past lives, but we're here now in Tucson. Grant Bloom, welcome back to the Jake Feinberg Show.
Shout out JFS for life.
I just wanted to ask you actually, in this time where we talked about creativity, that's in the abstract. I just wanted you to talk about where you feel like you need to grow the most, push yourself out of your comfort zone the most as an artist.
I think, I'm always trying, making music and performing and writing is all a craft, so it's always something, I think, and there's, it's something that you can go really deep into. There's a lot of possibilities there. I think something I'm always working on is, exploring the different kinds of connections that are possible between yourself and your audience. from playing all different kinds of gigs and settings.
What's an example?
Yeah, like
getting people up to groove, like the groove factor.
Yeah, I mean,
like they teach a class on groove at Berkeley now. It's bizarre. Like the intrinsic Grant Bloom groove it's about getting people up to dance.
I think that's definitely. I mean, I think that's kind of where I have the most fun for sure. So, but sometimes a song like that is like it's kind of laid back, but I do like to kind of imagine that even though it's obviously kind of a sad song, but I do like to imagine that people could kind of weave and bop a little bit to it.
Bop around, man.
Yeah. But so I think getting like getting.
What about straddling the lines of pop and country and funk? Like that to me is like that's kind of your bags,
Yeah,
and I like as far as like commercially, is that like with Bloomstone? I'm just talking like to me like it's just a fantastic band, but I just wonder where acoustically where it's at, and also just ultimately like the biggest obstacles that you face from a commercial point of view, not getting too popped out.
Yeah.
You can riff on that any way you want, dude. I got lost there.
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Always appreciate the thoughtful
just riff,
questions.
man. Just riff.
No, well, I think that blending of those different genres, it kind of comes from that thing I was just talking about, where you're kind of, I think through the years of doing gigs where I've played, a lot of covers, you explore different genres and you kind of see how people react to different songs, and I think it's just fun to explore like all those different sounds that I think still have like even though they can be pretty like it's a pretty big range from kind of like jazzy R&B to like an outlaw country thing, but I think that there's a lot of people that enjoy both of those sounds, and so I don't know, it's fun to just explore those boundaries, and it makes it a little more interesting too, to go different places, and yeah.
Grant, I wanted to ask you, this is sort of like an old school trick. It was a metaphysical trick that a lot of the cats, when they play ballrooms, big bands like, Les Brown and his band of Renown, or Woody Herman, but the point is the soloists, through physicality and soul, generated sonically. They didn't have any amplification. You play a lot of acoustic gigs.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted you to talk a little bit to the audience about how you have evolved and cultivated your ability to generate sonically without amplification.
Yeah. I think, I think a lot about just, I don't know, how you can get a lot of intensity from music and a lot of feeling without necessarily having to have a lot of volume. Like it's all kind of relative, like you and I sitting here right now, I can play that last song, I can be as delicate as I possibly could be with it, and all those nuances can be appreciated, and that kind of a dynamic range, I feel like that there's a lot of you create a lot of possibility there, and so the acoustic thing, I think is kind of about trying to tap into that. It's a little more minimalistic too. It's a little bit more about.
You know what I meant? I meant is about projecting your sound, not just projection, but all the evolution of the sound to the back of the room without amplification. That's an old school trick.
Yeah.
Like that to me, and that's something that you have to do, because sometimes you're in smaller rooms, but the truth is that do you remember a time in your career when you didn't have the right sound and you had to rely only on soul and physicality to generate sonically? Because that's where God comes, The soul is the spirit.
Yeah. I guess, you talk about soloing like just kind of getting more into the kind of like
I'm not.
like
I'm just saying
shredding
not
kind of stuff,
having
or-
the ability to really necessarily dial in to have any kind of monitors.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like you're projecting your inner primordial gut
Yeah. Yeah.
and reaching the back of the room.
Yeah.
That was because back in the day there were no sound systems. You know, you were
totally.
you were playing acoustically. You know, and
No, it's how it was for
you had to use your ears. Like your ears were huge. You know, like because you had to listen. And I just wonder about that uncomfortability, but yet that ability to surrender and then be able to generate through your soul and physicality.
Yeah, I think that kind of comes back a little bit to what I was saying before, just about kind of like the craft of
Right.
of performing and stuff, because a little bit of what you're saying is kind of getting at the importance of playing to the room, like the environment that you're playing in. Because like sometimes if you're in a room and there's no amplification, and you're gonna have to maybe lean a little bit more into your voice in that performance, and like your guitar solo might not make it to the back of the room. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you just like you sing a little more, or you give if I'm playing with our fiddle player Sloppy Joe, like I'll toss him the solo, because his violin also projects more.
Yeah.
And so it's it's little things, I don't know, little things like that, and it's just fun to always experiment with that in different environments too, and kind of see what kind of lands with people.
What I've noticed with you on the bandstand, just seem to have a lot more like control of the mental component of music, which is actually like the more difficult part to conquer. And you seem to be more in control as a leader. And I just wanted to know if how you feel about your evolution as a leader.
Yeah, well, I definitely, I think when you're leading the band, you do have an opportunity to kind of like, create like a certain kind of atmosphere. And yeah, so I think that like, I don't know, but like tomorrow we're playing at St. Philip's Plaza.
Yeah.
And
Is it the full band?
Mm-hmm, yeah, with the full
Ride
band.
Dog?
Yeah, Ride Dog.
Chris Dodge, shout out for Jazz Fest, dude.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Jazz Fest just finished up. Or actually, is it
It's
ongoing? Yeah, no, it's 2
going,
weekends, right? 2 weekends, yeah.
Bloomstone's jazz, though. It's all music, man. Duke Ellington.
Yeah, shout out Duke Ellington.
Anyway, go ahead.
The
You're
Duke,
playing... Dude.
Sir Duke. But like, tomorrow, I think that it's like, we have a nice big stage that we're going to be on. There's going to be a nice sound system. And like we're going to have a great sound person. Shout out Fabian and...
Fabian Rios.
Yeah, he's going to be... And so, for that one, I kind of just... I think it's about just kind of trying to keep the energy flowing and like have good transitions between the songs, like either like have a little something to say or just kind of keep the beat going in between, like, because I feel like that's just kind of what keeps me excited too, like keeps the energy up, and I think too the crowd there is going to be like receptive to that too. It's going to be a little cold out there, so maybe they'll dance a little.
The
to warm
bullpen
up,
heater's going, dude.
Yeah.
Grant Bloomstone, dude.
But also if it ends up being a little more like, if people are more just sitting around the heaters too, like we might go, like maybe we'll, like we might lean into some of the more
What are you worried about, dude? Jake Feinberg will be there, dude. Break open all that dogma, dude.
Absolutely.
Break it all down, man. Grant Bloom, man. I just want to say, man, it is... you've been a conduit for me. Everything right.
Man.
There are no coincidences in life.
So nice to be hanging out again.
And let's go play some tunes, man. All right.
Yeah, baby.
The Jake Feinberg Show. See you later.
JFS for life.